Hi, and welcome back. This is Wilson Cubicle. We're back on with the World of Wilson. We still have Redneck Ross here with us.
Howdy, y'all.
And now we're going to be talking with David DeMura. He's out of Conroe, and he is our marathon runner. And David, how are you today?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. We're good. What can you tell us about your experience being a marathon runner? What does it feel like to, first of all, how long is a marathon?
26.2 miles.
26.2 miles. And how long does it take you to run one of those?
So far, the two I've ran, it's taken me 4 hours and 6 minutes, and then 4 hours and 36 minutes.
Was the quicker time the next one, or the?
No, the first one was the quicker time. The terrain was a lot flatter there in Houston, whereas in Austin it was a whole lot more hilly, a little more demanding.
More demanding. So your time got worse.
Yes.
But it was harder.
Yes.
It was harder. But
So-
two of them.
So, just to make sure I understand, you ran without stopping for over 4 hours.
Not exactly. I did have to go to the bathroom about mile 17.
Well, that makes sense. But other than that, you never stopped running.
Correct.
Wow. Okay. I'm just sorting this out.
Okay, now I'm curious. I've never actually watched a marathon. Where do you stop to go to the bathroom?
They have hundreds of very nice porta cans.
Okay.
That's where most of the people go. Now you get to a certain point, and it seems like every man that started the marathon has to bail off in the woods at about the 3rd mile mark. Doesn't happen to me, but for some reason at 3 miles they all go off to the ditches.
Okay. Okay. Well, how long have you been running, David?
I've probably been running since around 90, 91. I started running basically to get ready to go in the Marine Corps, and they pretty much helped me learn how to run better, and then I just tried to at least keep running a little bit since then.
How do you learn how to run?
Run,
Just run?
run.
Is there a breathing technique? Is it a mindset, attitude?
Mind and attitude help. You got to learn how to do your own breathing. Different people sound different when they run, depending on speed they're going. But yeah, there are things to learn. Learning with a group is very helpful for long distance, especially.
I got a cousin that runs a lot, but he's typically running from the police. And when he wheezes, I notice when he's running a lot. Is that normal?
We do have some wheezers in the group. A lot of people have asthma. Then, of course, I guess depending on what he's running from the law from, maybe from what he smokes,
Well,
he might wheeze a bit.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe
And
he-
I think he's taken a couple pretty good shots to the throat, after having been caught. So that might have something to do with it as well. But I did notice he does a lot of wheezing when he runs. So I'm just curious about that.
He should probably run more so he can be faster.
Well, he runs quite a bit.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, let's not
We'll move on.
let's
That's not why I called you.
let's not meet your cousin. I don't think I want to meet your cousin. Well, so you run with a group. How many people are in this group? What kind of people are in this group?
Well, the whole training program is Woodlands Fit, and it's run out of Luke's Locker in the Woodlands. And when you sign up for the marathon training program, you'll run 3 miles for time, and then they'll kind of put you in a group of people who run similar speed as you do. So you've probably got 4 running groups, and you actually have 1 walking group who train to walk a marathon.
Oh, training to walk one even. Wow,
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought about training to walk a marathon, but
Well,
do they do the whole 26.2 miles
Yes.
too? Wow.
yes,
How long does it take them to walk that?
longer than it does for people to run it.
I guess it does.
You're a funny fella.
So if somebody wanted to get started today, and they can't really join a group or anything like that, can you give us any advice on what somebody could do to get started if they wanted to start training?
Well, first off, of course, you could probably consult your physician to see that you're healthy enough to participate in exercise of that nature. Then I'd tell anybody, especially if you have no experience in exercise at all, start by walking. walk around the block, walk to the store, start by walking, and then start by walking faster, and then slowly start doing some short distance running and see how you do and gauge it from there.
Okay. So if somebody, if and I know, walking and running and physical exercise, you do need to talk to your physician, but sometimes you have to push through that pain.
Yes.
Or when do you know when it's pain and when it's good pain or bad pain?
Usually bad pain's a little sharper.
Sharper.
Dull pain, usually not so bad, but if you get some type of injury or pain that persists, go to the doctor, because it might be something that needs to be fixed, or you might need a rest or whatnot. But yeah, it hurts.
Now, would walking from the sofa over to the refrigerator, would you consider that to be a good starting point?
That is a good starting point, but what exactly are you getting out of the refrigerator?
Well, I drink a lot. And
What exactly do you drink?
But I'm up and down to that refrigerator about 6-7 times an hour.
Well, see, I'm just trying to gauge you out there, because if you're walking to and fro the refrigerator, and I'm guessing you probably go pretty quick when you're needing another drink, what are you lifting out of there? 12 ounces, 16 ounces, a 40?
Usually a 12 ounce, but every once in a while we splurge on the 16s.
Okay,
but those
see-
only in cans.
See, now we're talking about a whole nother area. Now we're talking about compound exercises. So sadly enough, you might be in better shape than you ever thought.
Well, see, I thought so. I always figured I was pretty svelte, but
Svelte, okay. I think Redneck Ross has a different idea of svelte than what we might consider.
see, these two fellers make me feel better and better about what I do on a daily basis. So let me ask you just one question. I've seen some of the marathon runners on TV before, and we watched. Me and Marge, we watch the Olympics, when they come on TV, and sometimes them runners, when they're way far down on that course, they lose control and they start pooping down their leg. Has that ever happened to you?
No, I'm happy to say that has never happened to me, nor has it happened to anybody around me.
It seems like every Olympics, there's at least one really bone skinny woman that's got poop running down her leg when she crosses the finish line.
Well, that could be part of it right there, bone skinny. That, a lot of them runners that run all the time, they are pretty thin. I mean, I'm obviously not someone who runs all the time, because I ain't bone skinny, and I'm pretty lucky. I have yet to poop on myself while running.
All right, well, I'm just curious about that, because that's the one thing that I could not handle, I think, if I just pooped down my leg. I think that would probably eliminate me from ever running a marathon.
So you're already in shape, and we see that Wayne was already in shape. And what do you think about Redneck Ross's?
Well, Redneck Ross is a shape.
He's a shape.
It's a shape.
That's what Marge said.
It's a shape.
Round is a shape too.
Round.
So is pear.
And it's very aerodynamic. I don't have all them angles. And it reduces fuel flow on the tractor when I'm driving around, because the wind passes over me in a smooth manner, as opposed to cutting off all them angles on them muscle dudes.
That could be true.
Well, do you have any last words for anybody else there that wants to, get in shape for this summer and maybe run a marathon? How long would it take them to get ready?
Well, the program we do is a 6-month training program.
Well, good. I'm glad we had you on today, you and Wayne, and giving us some more advice on how to get ready for the summer, and just get healthy. That's good.
All right, well, you get out there and you keep running for the rest of us then.
I sure will.
All right, thanks a lot, David, for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, next up we're just gonna have a little short sit down with Redneck Ross, and we'll talk a little bit about what we've learned today. So y'all come back.